So check it out, dude. Got up this morning, Monday, right? Love me some Monday mornings. Got up Monday morning, first thing, grab my hashtag Rise and Grind planner, right? You always got to go grab your planner. If you ain't got one of these things, go get one. I don't know what you're doing with your life. So you grab the hashtag Rise and Grind planner. I pop it open. There's a quote at the top submitted by a Rise and Grind member, which is my favorite part of the planner, is that every single page has a quote submitted by an actual member of the group. So today, Kelly Taylor submitted today's quote. So I walked downstairs. It's early. I had to get up super early today. Oh, you're in the camera. I just noticed. We have a friend here this morning that's learning about our production. So I'll tell you more about her in just a second. So I had to get up super early because I had to build out the show. No audio to Clubhouse. Oh, thanks, William. Dang. Thanks, William. Apologize for that. All right, we're rocking and rolling over on Facebook already, though, and Instagram. Sorry, Clubhouse. All right, let's rock and roll. So we had a quote submitted by Kelly Taylor, and the quote was this: "The very best things in life are free. A hug, a smile, and a walk." And man, it was really refreshing getting that quote first thing in the morning, right? I'm walking down through my house. We've got this house. I'm up super early. I got up at 2:45 this morning, right? And so I'm kind of stepping over some toys. I'm stepping over all these different things. The babies and whatnot are in their beds. Everybody's asleep. And then I read this: "The very best things in life are free. A hug, a smile, and a walk." And I thought, Kelly, you are spot on, man. We have all of these things in our life, right? All of this stuff. But the best part was seeing my little babies comfortable in their beds, peaceful, living the good life, right? Living the good life. So thank you, Kelly. I appreciate you sharing that with us this morning. And with that said, we're going to dive into today's episode of hashtag Rise and Grind. Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? So, Instagram, here's what's happening now. You wouldn't know that. So Instagram is back. See, there's no excuse for you not pushing yourself to the next level. In order for you to create a new you must have a new mindset. When teams come together, we can create things that are greater than the sum of all of their parts.
Good morning and welcome to hashtag Rise and Grind. I am your host, Glenn Lundy. I am a husband to one, a father to 8, and the creator of what is going to be the #1 most watched morning show in the world. It is 5:30 a.m. and I hope that you are ready to rise and grind.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you, my friend? How are you, my friend? Dude, today is Monday. I stinking love Mondays. This camera is being weird over here. Look at it. It's swiveling. It won't stay. Anyways, we won't use that one today. Look, it's weird. Look, right? Nice, crazy shot. All right, there we go. Today is Monday, April 26th. 2021. That's right. Monday, April 26, 2021. And what's crazy is today is the very first and the very last time it'll ever be Monday, April 26, 2021. So I want to make sure we make the absolute most. And I do mean the absolute most of this absolutely incredible, incredible day. Listen, I'm coming to you live from KY. That's right, live from Kentucky. It is like 42 degrees outside right now, but it's supposed to be a rockin' 72 degrees a little bit later today. So I'm super excited about that. I have no idea what the weather's like where you're at, so feel free to drop that in the comments. Let me know what you're looking at today, but I hope that it is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. Listen, we had a big big weekend here in the Lundy house. I hope you had an amazing weekend as well. I got to start it off in Tampa, Florida. I was hanging out with the Furman Automotive crew, which is an amazing group of individuals down there. The team at Furman sold 90 cars this weekend, which is a big deal. They sold 90 cars this weekend, and I'm just super excited. They've come really a long way. Laura is one of the leaders on that team, and Rob Crawley and Hector and Jonathan Reth and Colin and Thomas and Braxton. They're just all been doing some really amazing things. So super proud. But what's even more spectacular, like even bigger than them having this big 90 car weekend, is there's this dude down there named Ziad, right? Z, they call him for short. And Z had 80 cars out on Friday by himself. Now, listen, you got to understand, this is at a Chevy store. This dude Z's got 80 cars out. He now has 85 cars out as of yesterday. He has 85 cars out it's him and his wife. They are a tag team. They pair up. His wife is his assistant. This is not like a bunch of leases or B-backs or any of that crazy stuff. This is straight up pedal to the metal, 85 units out, no fleet, none of that. It's absolutely amazing what he's been able to do. And when we're talking about a guy who just a year ago, when I met him, when I started working for that store, and this camera's really driving me crazy, so now I have to fix it. When I started working for that store, you guys are like, Glenn, get over it. I'm like, I can't. I don't know what happened. Maybe I broke it in travel. There we go. There we go. Perfect. Right? So when I started working with this store just a little over a year ago, Z was selling 40 cars a month. Like right around 40 cars a month, roughly. And that was kind of where he topped out. He was like, that's where I'm at. He thought maybe he could push up to 50 someday. But 40 was really where he had settled in. And so it's interesting, right? It brings up the question, like, what changed? What changed for Z to go from a 40 car guy just a little over a year ago to where this month he's going to do over 100 stinking cars in 30 days, which is more than a lot of dealerships do across the nation, right? What changed? Well, there was one thing that changed for Z that took him from 40 to 100. And I'm going to share that with you right now. They hired me. I'm just kidding. I mean, yes, they did hire me, and that was an incredibly like important part of it. But in all seriousness, they hired me, and the very first thing I did was challenge Z. That was the very first thing I did. I went into Z, who everybody was saying he's the best, he's the top. Nobody could ever beat him. Nobody could ever outsell him. He's selling 40. He'll push to 50, right? And one of the first things I did is I was like, bro, you've been selling 40 cars for like years now. When are you going to get better? Like, how are you just comfortable sticking in this space where you've been for all this period of time? Like, dude, you've got more. And by challenging Z, he went in and he started to do the work, right? He had challenged him and he started doing all of the work to become excellent. Listen, too many times in life, being good keeps you from being great. You ever notice that? Being like really good at something can ultimately keep you from being great because you're doing enough, right? You're like, it's good enough. I don't need to do more. I'm already the best in my store. So good can keep you from great. Having enough ultimately keeps you from wanting more. And so I say to you this morning, there are many things that you will do in life that you will regret. There are many things that you will do in life that you will regret. But not living up to your fullest potential will be the greatest regret of them all. You see, my man Z made a decision. He decided that good enough was no longer good enough. And at that point, he made a commitment to excellence. Excellence in his daily habits, excellence in his daily growth, excellence from all of the people that are around him. He demands excellence from everybody in his sphere of influence. Pair that up with an amazing leader in Brad Wise, his general manager down there, an absolutely amazing leader. And of course, a market right now. We have a powerful market and a powerful opportunity. So you pair those three things together, and Z positioned himself to win. Which brings up the question, what about you? What about you? Like, are you committed? I mean, committed to a life of excellence. Because here's the thing. Here's what I believe. I truly, truly believe. I believe that we all know what to do, and yet we still don't do it. Is that you? Do you know what to do, but you still don't do it? Like Tony Robbins put it this way. Tony Robbins says, it's not knowing what to do, it's doing what you know. Robin Sharma put it this way. He said, knowing what to do and not doing it is the same as not knowing what to do. Listen, friends, there's a unique destiny that awaits you, one beyond which you can currently see. You see, interestingly enough, you, the current you, cannot ever go there. You can't go to that place beyond your imagination. It's impossible. You see, you cannot go to that place that is beyond which you currently see. At some point, you're going to have to leave this version of you behind. The version of you that you have right now, at some point, you're going to have to leave it behind, because only new creations, hear me on this, listen to me. Those of you in the back, listen up. Only new creations can go beyond the limits of their own imagination. With that said, let's dance. Fair enough? Let's go. Let's get some music going. We're rocking and rolling. Oh my gosh, I'm all over the place this morning. There it is. There it is. Let's go. Let's go. Can y'all hear that? Hopefully everybody but Instagram, right? Listen, for those of you that know, and those of you that don't know, this is the part of the show where I need you to hit that share button. That's right. I need you to hit that share button, because I believe if we can change the way people start their day, it'll make a massive impact on this planet. I truly believe that. And sometimes all it takes to change the way somebody starts their day is for you to hit that share button. So if you're listening or you're watching on Facebook, share it out. Instagram, share it out. Over on Clubhouse, hit the plus sign. You know what to do. Invite some friends over into here. Also, this is the part of the show where I want to say good morning to you, and I want you to say good morning to me. Whether you're watching live or you're watching on replay, say what's up. I'll say what's up back, all right? If you're listening on YouTube, if you're checking out the podcast, whatever, make sure you connect with me. I want to connect with you. Super, super important, all right? Good morning, Miss Barrett, or Mr. Barrett Trout. I don't know why I said Miss. My bad, dude. What's up, Barrett Trout? Great to see you. How you doing, Will Ramsey? We got Emily Galler in the house this morning. How you doing, Joan Goebel and Mr. Sean Weatherby? We got Brad Smith, Wes Storm, Mike Higdon, Tabby Negrit, Janelle Griego's up in here. Also over on Insta, I see my man Michael Huey is in the house. Mr. Let's Talk Freedom. I love you guys' names on Instagram. You crack me up. What's up, Ionis Rodriguez? Great to see you. The Fool Around the World is up in here this morning. We got Mela Karache up in here this morning. Of course, Migana from New York City is in the house. Yalloy Artist is up in here as well. And over on Clubhouse, of course, we've got a packed house over on Clubhouse. Look at all these stinking people. We got Andres, who's joining us today. We got McKenna Reitz. She's with us today. Mr. Tom Calloway. What's up, Bill Hauser? Great to see you. K-Bon, dude. I love seeing you up in here this morning. Mrs. Kimberly's in the house. And of course, Mario. Michelle's up in here, and Vernita. Don't forget Jessica and LaFern. And Coach is up in here. Denise Olivares is up in here this morning. Josh, Veronica, Raymond, Marilyn Wilkins up in the house. Ionis, I already said hi to you. I'll say hi to you again. What's up, Andrea? How you doing, Abu and Alejandro? We got Shelly up in here and Sharita. Golly, we're packed all over the place. Krista Bugs in here. Pam Woosley's in here. Planner. I am surrounded by champions. I love it. It's absolutely amazing. What's up, John Coltonborn? We got Wes Storm up in here this morning. Mr. Joel Tomlinson. All right, look, all y'all. It's packed. I love it. And today is Monday, which means I get to spend even more time with some of you. Our hashtag Rise and Grind Elite Mastermind. We meet on Monday mornings at 6:30 a.m. We also meet on Wednesdays at 3:30. If you're not a part of Rise and Grind Elite, go do it right now. Go sign up right now. Go to riseandgrindelite.com. We do Zoom sessions, 1 hour, twice a week, so 2 hours a week. We get together, we network, we leverage our experiences and our relationships to help each other grow in the 7 main areas of our life, right? Family, faith, fitness, finances, friends, our careers, and ultimately how you feel about yourself. So go join us at riseandgrindelite.com. If you want to be a part of that mastermind, we would love to have you. And now would be a good time to go sign up because I'm going to go ahead and transition to the next segment of hashtag Rise and Grind. Fair enough? Fair enough. Let's do it. Let's make the absolute most of this absolutely incredible day. Hop on in here, please. Come on, come join us. Hope you're picking up what I'm putting down. Are you ready? Are you there? Are you there? Are you engaged? I do know the answer of how we're going to change the way you start your day. Oh my, what an incredible morning this is going to be. I can't wait. Let's go. So check it out. Here's how this works. All right. In 2018, this show, hashtag Rise and Grind, was written daily. Like I would write it every single morning about whatever came off the top of my mind. That's just how it worked. Like I'd get up early. I'd do my gratitude. I'd do my goals. I'd whip out my book. I'd write good morning, and then just whatever popped into my head at that time, I would write it, and I would then share it here on the show. And we ran that way for a good year and a half, maybe a little bit more than a year and a half. And then I decided, okay, wait a minute. We probably need to have some themes, right? We need to have some themes that we can pull off of. So we'll have a theme for the week. And then I will write the shows. I still write the shows live every single morning, but at least we have some type of theme or some type of topic. And we started creating shows that way. So we did hundreds of powerful episodes the original way. And then over the last couple of years, we've done hundreds more powerful episodes as a theme, right? 4 shows would feed into the one topic, and then we would bring in a guest on Fridays. Well, there's been some amazing series over the last few years. One we just did recently was The Miracle Mentality, where we broke down Tim Story's book, which was amazing. We also recently did a series called Fourth Quarter, right? How to get the ball across the finish line to ultimately win, not just take the lead, but to ultimately win the game. And that was a great series as well. That one we're going to be deleting off YouTube. As a matter of fact, Brandon's going to be deleting that off of YouTube today. So if you didn't see that series, we're going to pull that one off because that was a freaking masterclass. All right. So we're going to pull that one down. But this week we're going a little bit old school. I told the team a couple weeks ago, I was like, I wonder if Glenn still got it, right? Like, I wonder, can Glenn just, without a theme, without a topic, put together a 30-minute show every single day, right? Can he keynote 30 minutes a day every single day, right? And the team was like, well, you know, let's see. And so the first thing I did is I looked back. I looked back at some of the old shows and man, I used to make this look easy. I really, really did. I made it like looking back, it looks super easy to do what I was doing. But in the reality, right, delivering a 30-minute keynote every single day, 856 times is not easy, right? And thinking about that, it reminded me of yesterday. I was reminded of this, I should say. Yesterday, we took Willow to get her ears pierced. Willow is my 7-year-old. I think she's 7. I got lots of babies, all right? So she's 7 or 8. Yeah, she's 7. So we took our 7-year-old to get her ears pierced. And she's been super excited about this. She's been wanting to get her ears pierced for a long time. We got her some earrings for like Christmas. Like she's been talking about it. She's all prepared, right? And so we go and she sits down in the seat and she's super brave and she's super excited, right? Because she's been thinking about this for a while, and they come at her from both sides, right? And they did both at the same time, like, right? They do the little gun thing, and she just sits there. Like, she doesn't flinch or nothing. She gets up, she hugs her mama, she's got pretty little earrings in her ear, and she smiles real big. And I snapped this picture right here. For those of you that aren't watching, if you look at official Glenn Lundy, you can see. And she smiled real big, and she was super, super excited, right? And so her sister, who's 5 years old, Meredith says, Daddy, I want to get my ears pierced too. And we're like, oh, really? Do you? Okay, great. So she boldly sits down in the chair, right? She sits down. They walk up on her, just like they did on Willow. They walk up on her, and they do both at the same time. And you should have seen this kid's face, dude. She was shocked. Like, she flinched. She, like, tore her head away. Instant tears. She was crying. Like, she was in shock. I mean, she ran out of that chair into her mom's arms, and she was mad. She was angry. She was hurt. She was upset. She wouldn't even walk. Like, I had to carry her through the rest of the mall. She was so pissed off. Like, she had regret written all over her face. And it was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. But here's the thing. It was the exact same people, the exact same piercing pagoda or whatever it's called, right? It was the exact same chair that she sat in. Everything was exactly the same. The experience for both Willow and Meredith was exactly the same. But Willow came out smiling, and Meredith came out like broken, filled with regret, right? Why is that? You see, Meredith's expectations were different. Willow knew that it was going to be painful. Meredith did not. Willow had been preparing this for months and was ready. Meredith, just spur of the moment, saw her sister do it, thought it was going to be easy, and realized it's not. Have you ever experienced that in your life? You know, this thing that you thought was going to be easy all of a sudden becomes really, really hard. Like, maybe it's a relationship that you're in that you thought, oh man, this relationship's perfect, right? We were meant for each other. This is going to be amazing. And all of a sudden it starts to get difficult. Or maybe it's like parenting, right? You're excited to have kids, but now that you have kids, you're like, this having kids thing is super, super hard. Or maybe it's work, right? Maybe it's a job that you had, or a job that you were excited about getting, and now you're realizing, like, this is really, really difficult. Like, has it ever been so hard that you, like, get mad about it, right? That you, like, really get angry, right? You're angry, you're pissed off, you're hurt, right? You have all of these negative feelings that are now associated with something that once brought you joy. Have you ever experienced that? Where you're just so mad, you're so hurt, you're so burdened, you're so upset that, like, you can't even walk. You don't even want to get up and get out of bed. Have you ever felt any of that? My guess is you have, and if that is the case, I want to say to you this. I want to say good. Good. I'm glad that you experienced that. You know why? Because guess what? The fact that you've been there before means you don't have to be there again. You don't have to. Now, some of us choose to, but you don't have to. You see, now that you know what's coming, you see that this life has a way of, like, creeping up on you, right? Like, it has this way of showing you the glitz and the glamour and hiding from you the struggles. We see it all the time, right? You see this in famous people. You'll see the fancy cars. You'll see the fancy houses. You see all of those things. You see the parties, right? The big old parties that they're out experiencing, and all these nice suits and all of that. You see the glitz and the glamour and the easy on the outside. What you don't see is the hard work that was put on and put in behind the scenes to get there. The stuff that hurt. Like this guy, Michael B. Jordan, man. Look at what Michael B. Jordan was able to do when he went from his normal like physique and who he was to becoming Apollo Creed in the Rocky movies, right? Like all of the work. If you look up the diet, the foods that he had to eat, the workouts that he had to do, the intensity with which he had to train, the pain that he had to go through to achieve excellence. If you look at that, if you look at the hard work and you understand the expectation, it changes things. Just like Willow knew what to expect versus Mare. I mean, look at J-Lo, right? You look at J-Lo, you're like, dang, that girl's looking good. She's getting up there in age. She still looks phenomenal, right? And you see that on the outside. You see the glitz and you see the glam, right? But do you know the work? Do you realize the work that she puts in every single day to be able to experience life the way that she does? So listen, once you understand and you can really see that it's going to hurt, you can see the pain, you can see the work, then you now don't have to go through this experience of pain and frustration anymore. You don't. You see, you're ready. You've been through it before. You've experienced some pain in relationship. You've experienced some pain at work. You've experienced some pain in your life. And now that you've been through that, you don't have to get stuck there. Instead, you can prepare. Instead, you can plan. Instead, you know that it's going to be hard, and knowing that it's going to be hard is half the battle. So here's the thing. Here's what it is. You know the things that you have to do in order to reach those levels that are next for you. And so I'm going to end this like this for you today. There is greatness in you. Greatness that is far beyond your wildest imagination. Now, you're going to have to take some shots along the way, but make a commitment to excellence. Be relentless in your pursuit of greatness. And one day, people are going to be talking about your crazy butt just like they do J-Lo's, right? No, for real. Listen, my friend, you are a child of God, the God of the universe, the God that made everything. And that God made you to be the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Not an average version, not a little bit below, not even a little bit above average, but the absolute best version of yourself that you can possibly be. And in order for you to continue to achieve those levels of excellence, you have to understand that it's okay to want more. It's okay to not settle for good enough. Good enough is not great. Good enough is not great. And I don't want you to live this life of good enough and ultimately look back with regret on the great things that you can and will achieve if you make a commitment to excellence and put in the work. Listen, the decisions that you make today, they matter. I want you to know that, all right? The decisions that you make today, they matter. Don't think that they're meaningless. Don't think that it's minuscule. Every single decision you make, decision to wake up early, decision to go work out, a decision to send out an encouraging message, to pour into somebody today. You just showing up here today, whether you're on Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, you showing up here today, it's made an impact. It's made an impact on me. If it wasn't for you, I'd just be some crazy dude in a room talking to himself, right? But because of you, your decision to show up has made a massive impact in my life. And I, for one, absolutely stinking love you for it. I do. If nobody's told you that yet today, I want to be the first. I absolutely stinking love you. So get out there and be the best version of you that you can possibly be. We're counting on you. Fair enough? Fair enough. Listen, if you need more episodes or videos like this, you can go to glennlundy.com. There's 855 of them up there. You're welcome to go check it out over there. If you want to hang out with me over on Clubhouse, I'm going to transition over there. We're going to hang out on Clubhouse. You're welcome to come join us. We're going to talk about this even more, do some Q&A, so on and so forth. Also, if you want to join our Elite Masterclass, go ahead and sign up for that now at Rise and Grind Elite. It's amazing, amazing. One of my favorite things to do on Mondays, and so make sure you sign that. But most importantly, go out there, have an incredible day today, and then I'll see you back here again tomorrow at 5:30 a.m. as we do this all over again. Hashtag Rise and Grind. See ya.